Hi everyone, Miss Sumos again. You did such a nice job last week doing your compare and contrast sentences and creating your inferences. Really big shout out to Chris M from 344 for creating an amazing compare and contrast sentence on Miss Bell's Google Classroom page. So if you are in one of Miss Bell's groups, definitely go join that if you haven't yet. And also a really big shout out to Adriana from 345 and Chloe from 347 for creating their inferences and posting them in the comments on the YouTube video last week. So kudos to you guys and really nice job. So this week what we're going to be working on is a new paragraph, and it's pretty cool. It's about a little mouse. So what you need to keep in mind is we're going to be using context clues. So we know that we use context clues to help us figure out the meaning of words we might not quite understand. So we're going to keep our eye out for two words as I read the paragraph, okay? So we're going to keep an eye out, for the word prospered, and we're going to keep an eye out for the word morsels. So as I read, take a look and just keep in mind, okay, what did these mean? Okay?
The little gray mouse that lived in my wall prospered for many days on nibbles of my lunch. I'd pack a meal before bed, and while I slept, he would take small morsels of my lunch, which I left on the counter. He'd take a cracker crumble there and a bread crumble there, but he wouldn't take too much, and he'd always clean up after himself. Things were going quite well for him, and I didn't even know he existed until he got sloppy. One night, while I slept, he ate all of my chips and left behind a big mess. When I woke to this sight, I knew what had happened to my chips. So, the next night, when he returned for another snack, he found a nice delicious piece of cheese, lightly balanced on a mousetrap. Now I don't have to share my chips anymore.
So I hope you found the word prospered. It's in that first sentence. So if I'm going to try to figure out what the word prospered means based on context clues, I could look in my first sentence, but it doesn't really give me a lot to work off of, right? Because it says, the little gray mouse that lived in my wall prospered for many days. But there are some other clues that I could find out in the rest of the paragraph. So I noticed while I was reading, there was a sentence that said, things were going quite well for him. So based off of the fact that he's taking the food, and it says that things were going quite well, my context clues tell me that the word prospered means that he's doing really, really well. So I know what that word means. So let's see if you can do it now.
Your challenge is to use context clues to figure out what the word morsels means as it's used in the sentence. What from the text helps you figure out that meaning? Create your own sentence with the word morsels down in the comments below.
So I can't wait to see your comments below or on your teacher's page. Definitely make sure if you're commenting that you are putting your initials and your room number just so we can give you credit for the work that you're doing. Okay, make sure you guys are subscribing to see the new videos. They're going to be posted every day. So keep an eye out. All right, bye guys.